From Ginny Parker Field on the campus of Staples High School, it's a rematch of last year's FCX semifinals between the Staples Wreckers and the Darien Blue Wave. A pleasant good evening, everybody. Braden Shank joining alongside me, the Darien JV girls field hockey coach Kari Johns. And Kari, it's one of the oldest rivalries in high school field hockey, Darien Staples. What do you think we're going to see this afternoon?
We're going to see some fantastic field hockey. It's a gorgeous, beautiful day. Sun is shining. Turf is ready to roll. And the Wreckers are just coming home from Pennsylvania, where they played in the high school invitational. So they had a great experience. They were able to play some teams from across the country and got some great experience. So they're ready to roll. And as always, Blue Wave ready to go, leading a few captains in the starting lineup. And I think it's going to be a great match.
You mentioned Staples taking the trip to Pennsylvania, playing in the high school nationals. They did go 0-2, but still two great matches against Conestoga, Pennsylvania, and Garrison Forest School in Maryland, two top-ranked schools in their respective states. So it's a good experience for them, and now they come back to Connecticut and play the rest of their FCAC matches. Yeah,
field hockey is always a hard because it's a game of, you could have a lot of ball possession, maybe not put the ball in the net, and then get that one time. So a lot of times the score doesn't always reflect the gameplay. So I'm sure was the case as well when they were in Pennsylvania, because this is a great team.
We're now going to take a look at the starting lineups in this one. First for Darien, numerically in the field, Kate Bach, number 2, number 8, Tori Stockdale, number 9, Raina Johns, Ashley Stockdale wears 13, Casey Benoit 15, Morgan Massey 17, Ryan Hapgood 19, Katie Savino 20, Blake Wilkes 23, and then the senior protecting the pipes for Darien, Lindsay Darby. And then for the Staples Wreckers, they're starting 11 for head coach Ian Tapsell this afternoon. You got Adelia Ardrey, Caroline Cooper, Emma Nahan, Isabel Nahan, Tyla Ozgen, Catherine Azil, Francine Stevens, Charlotta Strange, Sophia Fidalgo, Emma Larrett, and in net, Alexia Ninos.
Yeah, Alexis is a great goalkeeper. She used to play field, so she's very agile, very athletic, and really has done a great job for them. Seen a lot of action, but has done a great job, and I would expect a lot of good things today from her.
Ninos taking over for Ella Williams last season for Staples. Some big shoes to fill, but Staples so far 4-1 on the season. In the midfield with it, the Wreckers moving around. There's Nahan. Emma Nahan, one of 2 commits on this Wreckers team, committed to play for UPenn. Now Darien on the break. Stockdale sends the through ball. And that one deflected off of Nahan, her first save of the afternoon, but a good job by Kate Bach.
Yeah, she sent it right into the foot of the defender smartly, and so Darien will have their first APC attack penalty corner. We'll have Ashley Stockdale inserting, and looks like one castle at the top, Raina Johns. You have Blake Wilkes to the right and Casey Benoit to the left.
So Ashley Stockdale will be the inserter. Darien has really platooned a lot of players in the inserter position. Very different from last season when they had Maddie Holt taking most of them. But now it will be Stockdale's turn. She inserts it.
Yeah, you want to see from your injector, your inserter, a strong insert, but also the ability to tip, because you get on that post right away, and Ashley has great hands down there. So we'll see another corner as the sweep from Johns draws a foot.
Darien will get their second try at it. Again, will be Stockdale on the insert.
Let's go, Ash!
She inserts it, once again finds the stick of Johns. Johns over to Benoit. Benoit sends this one at the deflection, and Ninos comes out, makes the stop. The ball is loose, and that one will cross the line. Ashley Stockdale puts the Blue Wave up 1-0.
The first, Lexi is, again, very agile, very athletic. You saw her go down right away. And then, of course, the right thing to do there when the keeper goes down is to try to get that ball lifted over. The Staples defense did a good job in the initial save, and then Stockdale there to put it away. So Darien up 1-0. Darien and their royal, or I guess we'll call that royal blue, going from right to left in your screen, and Wreckers in their home whites. Katie Savino turning a ball over to Tyla Ogden and getting back in there to play defense. Tyla's going to try to just get some speed down there. Nice job by Morgan Massey to break that up. Yeah.
Massey will force the turnover, keeping the ball with Darien. Staples finds themselves down 1-0, just 2.5 minutes into this one. And going back on that goal, it's one of the toughest shots for a goalie to save when you're on the ground. You have the blocker trying to stop it. And the whistle's going to be keeping it with the Wreckers.
Yeah, so that was an area ball, and the area ball has to be thrown into space. It was into 2 players, so.
Darien out with Johns will try to pass it out to Stockdale.
You're going to hear the wind here in our microphones. It's quite windy here, but not as windy as it could be as other places, so we'll be grateful that we're not experiencing such tumultuous weather. Another area ball. Let that ball drop down.
It's Emma Lara, the sophomore, that will knock it down. Whistle keeps it with the Wreckers. Lara.
It's off the foot of Savino. So Staples with inside their attacking 25.
This is something the Wreckers, you got to assume they're looking for a score to try to tie this game up here early in the first quarter. Lara with the restart. Stopped by Stockdale. Blake Wilkes. Come away with it, retreat it to the corner. Savino maneuvers her way out of it. Right to the stick of Stockdale. Intercepted once again, the pressure by Fidalgo. Sophia Fidalgo, the sophomore, had an impressive campaign last season, her freshman year. And she's been a player to watch for this Wreckers team.
There's a nice poke from Blake Wilkes, who was able to pull that ball away. And then she had support from Kate Bach. Ashley bringing it down into the corner. Yeah, that's a nice move there. Good stick work, you see, and she was able to draw the corner there.
Darien will once again draw the penalty corner. They'll get their 3rd try at it. Was successful on the last one. That's just heads-up field hockey right there from Stockdale, realizing you're in the circle, drawing the penalty corner, giving the offense a chance to strike again.
So the Wreckers defense is going to get in their space. We've got the goalkeeper, 4 defenders, and then Darien again with, looks like just another one castle here at the top. Ball going up to Johns, sending it over to Wilkes again.
Benoit off the deflection.
Benoit.
The rebound by Bach is stopped again. This one, the 3rd time, is past the end line. A shot from, I think that's 19 over there, Ryan Hapgood. But some good shots from the Blue Wave, pressuring Niños.
So great shots and some great saves so far. So I don't have the shot count here, but there's been some great action in there for Lexia Niños.
Wreckers trying to get it out of their own attack, or their own 25. Azil being double teamed by Darien will force it out to Fidalgo.
Yeah, there's some good pressure from the Darien midline and offense, working together. That's a great move, and she'll draw the obstruction call. Charlotta Strange doing a great job. Good stick work, tight.
Wreckers keeping moving now to right back to Fidalgo.
You're going to see what you're going to see from both teams is really great ball movement and ball possession. So both teams really aware of how to move the ball, support each other on and off the ball. So that's a great one there.
Darien on the break sends this one, and just past the stick of Blake Wilkes. The Blue Wave had an opportunity on that. Wilkes unable to convert it. Now will be the Wreckers restart.
Nice head through.
This one all the way down. It's rolling, and we'll go past the end line. I believe, if I'm correct, this Ginny Parker Field is made for field hockey, not like Darien High School where you've got the little beads in the turf and an actual play to field hockey, which, what's the impact of that on the ball or just the play overall?
Tremendous, tremendous. I was just talking to a good friend of mine who plays in England, and the surface is just a tremendous difference. Coach Tapsell did try to get AstroTurf, which is strictly generally for field hockey. Other sports obviously can play on it, but that didn't go through. So this is as close as they could get, and it's a much shorter surface. The ball handling is much easier. The ball moves faster. It's more user-friendly towards, collegiate play if that's where players are looking to go, which many are. That was a great steal from Blake Wilkes, and she's got support from Stockdale right behind her, and ball going Darien way.
Stockdale with the restart off of Wilkes' stick. The corner being double teamed. Whistle will be blown, keeping it with the Wreckers. Caroline Rostion.
Yeah, it's a great quick start from Roshan. And you see that great ball movement where we were talking about. It's great possession. That was a nice takeaway from Katie Savino. Looked very clean.
The whistle will say otherwise. Keep it with the Wreckers. This one now in the circle. And it will be turned over as it was Stevens who was making an effort in the circle.
Johns with the ball. Darien falling into what they call a bowl. So there's 4 back, able to maneuver that ball because Rutgers are playing it quite tight in there, doing a great job keeping that ball in, trying to maintain it inside their our offensive 25 there.
Quick
Nice
restart
job by Ashley to restart that, and great job, I might say, by the Rutgers not to and official down.
Took it gracefully, though. He's back up.
Official down. I think that has to be the first I've ever seen. We'll have to make fun of Dave later. But in any case, great ball movement.
I mean, I give him credit. He fell down, kept the eyes on the play. And now the Rutgers will keep with the possession.
It's got to be fun, right? Otherwise, it's not worth it. Here's Benoit on the...
That one sent through and will be Dagavides with the retreat. Tries to look for Johns, intercepted from Ardrey. And the whistle will turn it over to the Wreckers.
So official just changing that call right there, but she should give the wave a chance to get in the correct position as the first call was made going the other way.
Change of calls there. Fidalgo will restart it, retreat it back to Rochin.
So Rutgers has a quite a young team as well. Good ball handlers. You mentioned a few. There's some freshmen. There's some sophomores. They're just going to try to find that seam in the middle. It's a good job by Johns to break that up and ball will continue to stay with Wave, although that was a ball into not great space, so able to be picked off easily. And now Rutgers with an opportunity here to try to get something handled on their offensive end.
I mentioned the young team that Staples has, and it comes when they graduated so many players last season. To name a few: Harrington, Leone, Schulpza, Williams, and they really had to find the holes for them and replace them. And a young team that Ian Tapsell went with this season. And it really just puts the emphasis on the veterans, the seniors and the juniors, to lead the young team.
Yeah, Leon on to play hockey at Bucknell. Harrington is on to play at, I believe it is somewhere in, it's in Ohio and I can't remember. But yeah, some great hockey players. There's a attack penalty corner called. I'm not sure why. The ball never entered the circle. So maybe the official must have thought there was a flagrant foul outside. And so the Rutgers were their first opportunity here.
Staples will get the first opportunity, as you mentioned. First time they've really had the offense in their attacking 25. And it will be number 12, Strange, trotting over to the inserter dash.
The Rutgers have been pretty successful with their corners, so it's going to be up to the forward Darien defense and the goalie here to make a stop, and or the Rutgers to do their best to even out this score.
Insert finds its way to Fidalgo. Fidalgo passes it over. Shot there, up in the air. Good shot from Osgen, though.
Yep, off the stick of John, so that'll be another corner. It must have hit her body as well.
Once again, the Wreckers will stay on the penalty corner. Strange once again on the insert. Finds its way to Osgen. Right back to Osgen.
It's a good breakup by Casey Benoit.
And third one will be awarded to Staples. Darien's going to keep pushing the Wreckers away. Staples, they're just trying to fatigue Darien down here, keep getting the shots off. One of them will fall eventually.
Insert.
Right back to Fidalgo. Fidalgo with the stroke, and that one is just past the end line.
Direct hit just wide of the net, so you can hear Coach Tapsell calling for the tippers on the outside on the... Yeah. It was a great shot, and it just went wide of the net, and those are the ones that get you as a coach because it's right there and it's perfectly placed, and you're really looking just for someone to get a stick on it. So great hit. Perfect opportunity there for Staples, and I'm sure they'll look for that again.
Savino is going to get it back to Johns. Johns going to dribble her way. Their defender, Artery, right on her. Johns with the restart here. 2 minutes left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, you see them pinching in pretty deep, so they've got quite a few players up there. So to be able to break this first line, the first two lines, if Darien can maintain possession of that ball, would be a great option here. You know, sending the ball through the center, through Stockdale, and then over to Benoit.
Benoit loses
ball
it
taken away
to Osgen.
Yeah, Benoit's been out sick for a bit, so she's just returning back. Nice job by Casey, and there's a nice takeaway there.
It's Fidalgo on the far side.
Mm-hmm.
The through ball over to, now finds its way to Stevens. John's playing the good defense. We'll get the turnover for Darien.
Good ball out there to Benoit again.
Finds its way over to number 16, Caroline White, newly entered into the game for Darien. She replaced Blake Wilkes.
A little bit of, misread there, turning the ball over. Especially don't want to turn it over in the midfield as well, right in the center of the field. Way to take that straight away. Nice job by Katie Savino. Katie Savino has been playing fantastic. The sophomore who pulled up postseason last year, and she just has really been. There's a miscommunication there through the Darien attack.
Alex Hackett coming on for the Wreckers in place of Ardrey.
Alex Hackett and her sister Chloe both had played for. Chloe has moved on. Great player, really fast attack. So Alex looking to repeat that.
Possession will keep it with the Wreckers. They probably get that speed from the ice hockey rinks. They play ice hockey for the SWS co-op team. Staples, West Hill, and Stamford took them all the way to the FCAC championship this past winter. This one's now shot all the way down.
Nice reception by Kate Bach there. And just 2 seconds, possible circle entry, and this quarter is over.
And that will do it for the first quarter. Darien scored early, and they lead 1-0 after the first quarter. We'll be back with more on the DAF Media Network.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
We're back on the DAF Media Network, awaiting the start of the second quarter between Darien and Staples. Braden Shank and Kari Johns with you. So glad you can be with us on your Tuesday afternoon. You're watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Emma Nahan treats it back to Fidalgo. And we are underway in the second 15 minutes. There's all the way over to Azil. Benoit playing the tight defense. And Kari, what did you really see in that first quarter?
Both teams moving the ball really well, smart, maintaining possession, trying to use the back passes, using the width of and the length of the field. Super smart. You know, the Wreckers obviously are looking to generate more on attack. Darien looking to get, you know, better touches, I think, inside the circle. Both teams are a nice quick start, so it's a great match so far.
1-0 Darien leads. They got the goal from Ashley Stockdale 2.5 minutes in. That's where we lie. Wreckers getting some offensive pressure in their attacking 25. Zeal will turn it over to Darien. Stockdale strikes it down to Bach.
It's a great quick start. There's Kate Bach. Great job. Kate's just so quick with her. Yeah, she's...
Bach is going to keep it with it after the shove from Nahan. Kari, if I remember correct, Kate played for you on JV last season, called up for the tournaments. Just a sophomore, but she's got a bright future for head coach Mo Minikis in the Wave. Yeah,
she's quick with her stick. She's really smart, as you can see, as she just had that ball down. She did a great pullback and really got it into good space. So nice job by Katie Savino again.
Stockdale transitions down to Wilkes, past Cooper. Wilkes now past Nahan. She takes it in the circle, sends a shot on net, kick saved by Ninos, the rebound, and it's in. Blake Wilkes scores for Darien, and they go up 2-0.
That was just a great rebound, and she had enough time. Generally, we'd say don't pull that stick back, but she had plenty of time to get a lot of power behind that, and unfortunately, there was not a lot Ninos could do unless it went directly to her pads, and it was a great shot.
Blake Wilkes has been the spark plug for this Darien team all season. She's just been scoring goals left and right, and she adds one to her name right there as Darien goes up 2-0.
Committed to play at Cornell, committed to the enrollment process, we need to say. You know, you also have, I want to say that there's quite a few players on these teams, both play for AGH, so they know each other's style. They play together year-round, so that's the other thing that's really good to see is that, you know, they play together off-season, and now they're playing against each other in season. So it's good to watch and see how that's a great touch by Chian to step to that ball, and Casey Benoit coming back for the ball. So you'll see high pressure.
Stroke there from Johns. Finds the stick of Emma Nahan.
Nahan, I believe, committed to play at UPenn.
That's correct. Her sister, Isabel Nahan, off to Hamilton College next year to play field hockey. That one out of play off of Cooper. Keeping it with the Wreckers.
You have Ashley Stockdale coming up, committed to play at Duke.
Once again, the Dartmouth commit, Raina Johns, finds his way all the way down to Hapgood. Hapgood.
Also going to Dartmouth, but for lacrosse.
Two future Ivy Leaguers right there for Darien. There's a good shot from Hapgood, just a little wide.
So you have Mary Stevens coming off, her older sister, Francine Steven, one of the fastest fastest runners in the state, actually. In track. So Mary Stevens coming off. So they had the opportunity to play together in Pennsylvania. Did a great job and really connected well.
On the far side with it is Ozgen. Takes it into the attacking 25.
Tyler just a sophomore, but a lot of good promise, a lot of good stick work, a lot of good skill. It's a nice ball through. It's a great touch there.
It's really been a good sequence for Darien. Started with Darby with the kick save. Buck now looking for Wilkes. Stopped by Cooper.
That's a great step in there, but nice job pulling that around by Ryan Hapgood.
Hapgood keeps the pressure on, tries the centering pass to Wilkes.
There's no
Cleared out by number 10 for the Wreckers, Azil, Catherine Azil.
Excellent job by Casey Benoit playing defense there, and she'll get that ball. Sorry, but you'll hear the wind again. It's kicking up quite a bit here.
It looks like a nice day on the cameras. The sun is out, high temperatures, but it is quite windy here in Westport, Connecticut.
John's hitting the ball all the way into the circle. That's one thing you'll see is that there's great penetrating passes, good lanes, and options and space being seen.
Darien will turn that one over to the Wreckers. Number 5, Nahan.
So this Nahan sisters playing together, which is, I can imagine, great for the parents to see them both playing together.
Of course, you get that extra level of chemistry that you might not get with another teammate living in the same house for X many years.
Yeah, it's so true. We've had twins. We've got a few sisters on the team. We've got the Hapgoods, but we've had some twins, and they always seem to find each other on the field. So I would imagine it would be the same here. The ball off the foot of John's, but it'll be an advantage given, and Record's not able to handle it, so it'll still continue to play. If those of you, we always hear the parents say, it's a foot, the officials will give advantage. No need to stop that ball if the Records could make some offense happen there.
Record's unable to, and now Benoit will find it on the far side.
And she gets a foot. And it goes Record's way, and nice elimination there from through Johns. Katie Savino, let's lift over her stick. Morgan Massey coming over.
Massey and Hackett hustling for it. Massey will keep it in before Hackett will knock it out. Possession staying with the Wreckers.
Alex Hackett, a sophomore, as I mentioned, her sister Chloe just graduating. So, yeah, strong sister bond there too. Nice stop there by Katie Savino. Again, a nice reception there again to get that off by Tyler Ogden. And yeah, ball should be coming. There we go.
And the whistle turning it over to the Wave. Johns will hit that one to nobody. Was looking for Benoit.
So coming back into the match, looks like on the sideline is Isabel Nahone, sister of Emma. So let's see if they can get that connection going.
Here's the Wreckers back in the circle with it.
Yeah, they're going to earn a corner, yep. Johns came in real late for that defense, and Wreckers able to draw something from it. See what they do here.
Tyler Osgen drawing the penalty corner. This will be the fourth for the Wreckers. They trail 2-0 to the Blue Wave. A little over 8 minutes remaining before the half.
Got a great crowd standing over the fence watching. They got a great view here looking down on the Darien defense. Going to be looking into the sun just a bit. So we have, it looks like Charlotta Strange inserting, and looks like Emma Nahome at the top of the circle.
Strange finds its way over to Ardrey.
It's great defense by Darien, and ball coming out.
Great defense again by Darien. This one now finds its way over to Hapgood. Hapgood centers it past Bach. Wilkes trying to keep it moving. Rochin will knock it out of play.
Yeah, good job on Rochin. She just a sophomore. Is she already? Don't tell me she's a junior already.
She is a junior.
Ah! They got up so fast on me. But Caroline Rochin has really been a dependable force in the backfield. She's very, she has great timing, good field sense back there, and really able to see the space as well.
Reedy's now on the restart over to Massey. Morgan Massey right back over to Raina Johns. Johns being pressured almost immediately by Emma Larrett.
Sends a good ball into space, but no one there to receive. Nice penetrating ball there, but Johns breaks it up. It's going to be just outside coming in for Staples on a side in. And number 11, captain, Francine Stephen, as we mentioned. She's one of the fastest runners in the state of Connecticut. Sister Mary playing, had some opportunity, and I think is still in the match.
Shot there, stopped by Darby, only her second, but a big one right there.
Yeah, it's a long hit coming in. That's a great save. Nice reverse hit from Ogden.
This one up in the air, knocked down by Stockdale. Now Ashley Stockdale is going to try to make up some room on Strange.
Yeah, there's Charlotta. She's got a great stick and is very good around the feet to draw a foul. That just ball was dribbled out of bounds, unfortunately for the Wreckers. John's in the back taking the free hit.
John sends the aerial ball over to Stockdale. It's Tori Stockdale.
Again, mention that twin connection, trying to find her sister.
Ashley now going to fight her way with it, being met with Fidalgo.
Send the ball over to Jan Dugavidis, who will look for Casey Benoit on the outside, and Casey tries to send that ball through, and it's broken up by Charlotta Strange.
Here comes the Wreckers, Fidalgo. Using this momentum downfield, this one.
Yep, she draws a corner. Well done.
This alertness by Darby to come out, but to no avail. The Wreckers will still get the penalty corner. Something they're looking to capitalize on. Now their 5th attempt on the penalty corner.
There's 5:18 remaining in the half. Darien up 2-0. Rutgers having an opportunity here once again in their attack penalty corner. Looks like Charlotte is going to be inserting either to Nahone or Ogden at the top. Or possibly Aisel. I can't see who's where. Darien defense is set.
Here's Strange, the insert over
Great.
to Osgen. Sends
Great
this one on
insert.
net and knocked away by Johns.
It's a nice fast insert though. You have about 4 seconds to get that attack penalty corner off before the opposition comes down and kind of adds to the numbers.
That's something the Darien defense has just been rock solid all season. They've only given up 2 goals on the season, both to Guilford this past weekend. They've outscored opponents 35 to 2. Really just goes to show the level of talent on this Blue Wave team.
Yeah, there's it's not only the starting lineup. There's a lot of depth on the team. We've got some senior, real good seniors moving along. But after that, there's just waves and waves that keep on coming. So the future looks bright.
As I usually bring up in these broadcasts, the JV team always looking good. Wonder who the great coach of that team is.
I'm just their best cheerleader. I've got some good bones to work with.
Darby's going to kick it away. That is Fidalgo trying with the rebound, but knocked away by Stockdale.
Yeah, good job by Stockdale to stay on that ball and maintain. Stockdale throwing her hands up. She's not quite sure. No one's quite sure why that corner was called, but that is for the official's discretion, and she warranted a corner there. So we're going to have another opportunity here for Rutgers.
3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Strange going to insert it for the Wreckers. Darien defense ready.
You have Francine Stevens far right and Charlotta on the left. Sure. Coach Tapsel looking for them to. There's a
stop by Benoit. She will hit this one away. Dagavides now transitioning it to Bach.
Bach to Hapgood. Hapgood sending that ball the way through for Bach to run onto. Looks like she'll track that ball down.
Bach just outside of the circle, being met with Roshan. Possession going to the Wreckers, but the restart, Dagavides getting the possession. Johns past her stick, but she will regroup.
Sends the ball to Savino, moving the ball from, side to side on the field. Well, John's going to get the stick on that.
And Johns maneuvering her way past a trio of Staples defenders.
Yes.
Staples player knocked to the ground, but the Blue Wave stays with it. Stockdale right back to Raina Johns. Johns sends this one on net through some deflections. Kate Bach comes away with it. Tries the centering pass. Wilkes with the shot and off the side of the net. Good sequence for the Blue Wave, not able to get a goal on it. And now the Wreckers will try the retaliation.
Just under 2 minutes remaining. You're going to see Wave put on some high pressure here. And the Wreckers have been pretty good with getting these balls out. It's a great touch by Morgan Massey, senior captain, who will be going to Cornell as well for lacrosse.
Past Wilkes, regrouped by Roshan.
Yeah, it's mentioned that timing that she has. You notice how she held onto that ball and just waited for the perfect moment. Wreckers moving the ball well here through the midfield.
Fidalgo now getting it over to the far sideline.
Great give and go there. It's the fastest way to move around the defense.
Osgen now had a lane on it. He's going to slow it down, be met with Stockdale. Under a minute remaining before the half.
And the Benoit pickpockets take that ball right away.
Syracuse lacrosse commit Casey Benoit transitions into the offense. There's Hapgood looking the through ball to Bach.
Great touch for Bach. Yeah, that ball will stay Darien way, and there's 39 seconds, so try to slow play this, get some circle entry, possible corner or shot on goal, which is what I would assume Darien would be looking to do. And of course, Rutgers going to look to maintain and keep the score at 2-0 going into halftime.
20 seconds now before the half on that far sideline. Benoit playing the defense of Strange.
Recker's doing a good job getting that ball out. And a nice job by Morgan Massey to break that up as well.
So now into the open space, Wilkes. Not much time left with it. She's got to get a shot off, and she cannot find her way into the attacking circle. As that will do it, we hit the half. Darien with the 2-0 lead on the Staples Wreckers. Kari, what do you think starting with Staples, what do you think head coach Ian Tapsell is going to be saying in his huddle down 2-0?
He's going to, I would assume, ask for corner conversion. They've had a good, decent, 6 opportunities here. So the corner conversion, probably look to maybe see how, if they've noticed how the wave is rushed out, see if there's any adjustments can be made. They're moving the ball well. I think just the connections inside, they're moving the ball well between the 225s. I think just the connections inside their offensive 25s need to improve a bit and probably look for more communication through the team.
And how about for Darien? What do you think they're thinking at the halftime up 2-0?
You know, we always try to take it's up to nothing, but this can change in a moment, within seconds. So should be looked at as a 0-0 game right now. Staples are very good. We've seen these leads come and go in Darien, and it's something to take advantage of, and hopefully we'll come out just as strong and play just as well in the second half.
We're halfway through this one. Darien with the 2-0 advantage on the Staples Wreckers. We're going to step aside when we return the second half in this one.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all of this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the center oval and upper oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
For Darien.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support.
Of Strange.
Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming.
Benoit with the restart. Casey's going to send this one. Ninos is going to let it roll past the end line. Smart play by the Wrecker sophomore. Alexa Ninos, she's been the main go-to for head coach Ian Tapsell this season, just a sophomore. He's really been doing a good job protecting the pipes. 2-0 Darien leads in this one. On the near side, that's Strange. He met with Benoit. On this way over to Nahone. Once again, this Darien team doing a great job getting the ball. Stockdale tries sending it to Bach off the foot of Nahone. The Wave will be awarded a penalty corner.
Great job to break that up in the midfield and find Stockdale right up. And Stockdale was patient, waited, and was able to draw that corner.
Yeah, Darien scored their first goal off a penalty corner. Been a while since they had one, but Stockdale will insert it for Darien. Benoit, Wilkes, Johns, Bach, and Hapgood around the circle for Darien. Stockdale finds its way over to Wilkes. Wilkes over to Benoit. Benoit sends the high ball just high of the net, trying to use the air on it. Despite the altitude, it will be staying with the Wreckers.
Yeah, good effort there, but just a little bit too much on that.
Here's Rostjen. It's a big strike. This one will roll all the way downfield, finds the stick of Massey. Savino now. Short pass finds its way to Stockdale. Stockdale just outside the attacking 25. Johns gets tripped up and foul will be called on the Wreckers. Quick restart. Johns now in the circle.
Good job to get another attack penalty corner. Let's try to maintain possession, tight stick work in the circle, and hopefully you can find an option with the defender with their stick up, which is not often with the Wreckers. They generally have their sticks down nice and tight to the turf. So
Stockdale once again will insert. This is number 5 for Darien on the penalty corners this afternoon. Stockdale inserts it right back to Wilkes. Wilkes over to Johns. Johns with the shot, stopped by Ninos, it's still loose.
Great save there.
And a great job by Nahone to clear it out.
Yep, good job in the Wreckers defense on the keeper and their defending unit there, the corner unit.
Darien will get the restart.
Captain Francine Stevens coming off the field. And Tyler Hodgson going in.
The substitution, something that Darien has not done much of this afternoon, only 1 or 2 if I can remember. As for Ian Tapsel's squad, they've been making a lot. This one struck very hard out of play.
Yeah, it's a high considered dangerous.
Wreckers now going to restart it, trailing 2-0. Rostjen. Strike downfield, past the stick of Fidalgo. Short game being played, Savino. Right back to Stockdale.
Good touch on Stockdale. She'll be able to restart there.
Whistle keeping with the blue wave. Quick start by Stockdale. Looking for Bach. She'll send in the circle. Hapgood trying to maneuver her way out of it. She will. And this one sent just wide.
Not sure if that was a pass or shot on goal, but didn't find an intended receiver or the back of the net. So Staples having an opportunity here to clear this ball out again. Lap being played between the 25s for the Wreckers.
This one now all the way rolling towards that end line. Hustling forward is Stevens. And Massey will let that one roll out of play.
So it'll be wave ball coming out.
Looks like a majority of this quarter so far played on the right side of your screen over in the Darien attacking zone. Wreckers have not had much opportunities as of late. That one's sent past Stockdale. Tori Stockdale. Downfield past Stevens.
So the Staples team is doing a good job is trapping over into that defensive left corner for Darien, which is their offensive attacking side. There's a great breakup there. And so it's a huge advantage to be able to get that ball stuck in that left corner. Good work there by number 15, Ogden, and she will get the ball go ahead.
So keeping it with the Wreckers. Nahone rather, my apologies. Let's pull it back a bit.
So captain Emma Nahone, as we mentioned.
On the ground, this one. An opportunity for the Wreckers. Ozgen sends it high and out of play.
Be a long hit coming in. They're going to look for a quick restart here.
Tyler Ozgen was looking to put the Wreckers on the board, was looking for the top corner.
It's a nice job by Ashley Stockdale to break that up. Seems like there's a lot of
Wreckers now right back to Nahone. On the ground with it, looking for a deflection. Larrett, and it's going to be a penalty corner for the Wreckers. Staples will get the penalty corner. Darien looking to play the defense here. 2-0, the Wave leads. Strange will insert it. Up top is Osgen. Tyler Osgen, just a sophomore. She's a player you got to look out for. Insert finds its way to Stevens. It's actually Nahone, and the whistle will turn it over to the Wave. So once again, the Wreckers will try again on the penalty corner. Charlotta Strange with the insert. They're moving some players around. They got to get a fourth in the net. So Casey Benoit will come up. Of course, you got to have the goaltender and 4 defenders in the cage. Still trying to find out the formation is the Wreckers. Some confusion, but it looks like they figure it out. Cooper and Osgen will move around. Strange now with the insert. Finds its way to the top. Here's Nahan. Nahone with the shot off the stick of Johns, and a kick saved by Darby. Here's Stockdale. Right back to Raina Johns. This will keeping it with the Wave. Good sequence there from Darien. Good defense by Darien. Darby making the big kick save. Raina. Gets it across the midfield past the stick of Hapgood.
That ball just lifted just off the stick of Hapgood into Catherine Nasel.
Benoit will get the restart. Over to Stockdale. Right back to Benoit, the give and go. Losing a stick is Strange.
And Benoit will go ahead and take that ball ahead, or moving back to the spot of the foul.
Casey Benoit back over to Stockdale. Stockdale sends it in the circle on the ground. Hit off someone.
Yeah, good job on the, yep. On the Rutgers defense, it's a great hit out.
This one rolling, hustling forward to Stevens, trying to use the speed. And Massey try the box out and get the penalty corner awarded to the Wreckers. Staples now going to get a 9th attempt at the penalty corner. They have been unable to find the ball at the back of the cage.
It's been well defended by Darien, and you know, I'm sure they're a well-coached team, obviously, so there's going to be some adjustments here, and they're going to look to find the spaces and try to find, you know, just that right formula to make a connection here.
Charlotta Strange with the insert. Finds it up top to Nahone. Past her stick, Benoit's going to come out, use the speed and intercept it.
Nice trap there. Kate Bach coming back for the ball, but still in Rutgers possession now. Darien forcing the ball to go back, which is good move on Staples, because as you can see here, they're still in possession. What we're looking to do in field hockey, obviously, in many sports, is maintain possession of the ball so that you can capitalize on being able to score.
Darien will bring their senior captain, Ruthie Miller, now onto the play in the place of Hapgood. This one, kick saved by Darby. Here's Stockdale.
Well, I can tell you Darby's had more action in this match than she has in all of the other matches combined, so this has been a great, you know, as a defender, you want to see, you want to see that if you're a defender's parent, you want to be able to see them get some action in there, so this has been a great game for her.
Most notably, the team went up to Richfield last Monday, and the Tigers did not record a single shot in that game. So for goaltender Lindsay Darby, didn't have to make any saves in that one. She's up to 6 so far against the Wreckers.
And oddly enough, really tough match.
Yeah. Kate Bach gains possession into the circle.
Yeah, able to. Oop, that'll be coming out. Dangerous. Lifted up into her. She thought she'd do that foul initially, but and lifting that ball can very dangerous. Great stop there by Savino.
Moving her way now in the midfield. Pickpocket is Osgen. And possession staying with Ashley Stockdale on the Wave.
Yeah, you see a little body going in there, and you can't go in. You know, have to make the best attempt to have both hands on your stick as well, and not lead with your body. See a lot of players doing that now to seal off the ball, but you know, it can get dangerous.
On your side is Nahone. Quick restart. Emma Nahone's looking to get it to Osgen. Tyler Osgen hustling for it. Massey will come out and intercept it. And Cornell bout. Morgan Massey once again playing the stellar defense.
It's a good stick there by Ruthie Miller.
Miller falls to the ground, gets right back up. Fidalgo across the midfield.
Yeah, I gotta apologize. I'm so familiar with Tyler Ogden and Fidalgo. They both have that dark hair, so I called them, and so I apologize, parents listening to that.
Of course, it's number 8, Tyler Osgen, number 15, Sophia Fidalgo. Two very young players, Fred Coach Ian Tapsell, both with bright futures for this Rutgers team.
Yeah, very, very, very well coached and well-skilled players, very well.
Aerial ball from Johns over to Benoit, past her stick and out of play. Possession going to the Wreckers.
It's a great step up there by Ashley Stockdale, but it goes the other way. And a nice quick restart here. Just a little lift over John's stick. And great kick save by Darby again.
Darby once again coming out on that one. Whistle keeping it with the Wreckers.
1 minute, 12 seconds remaining in third quarter play.
Benoit strike this one out of the circle. And it's coming back.
Finds a foot. Nice quick start there again by Fidalgo. I would imagine they're going to try to look for a tech penalty corner if they can with any time coming out. It's a way to get to that ball. It's Katie Savino. But
that strike on that one from Cooper, no call. Ball still in the Staples attacking 25.
about 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. Darien trying desperately to get out of their defensive end, and Staples trying desperately to get something generated offensively.
There's Massey, intercepted by Fidalgo. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Fidalgo being double teamed, now triple teamed, and the whistle turns it over to the Wave. 10 ticks left. Raina Johns is just going to let this one sit. Give it one final strike over past Dagavides. And that is all the third quarter wrote. We are through 3 at Staples High School. Darien with the 2-0 lead. Before we sign off, I'm going to give a shout out to our DAF Media production crew doing a great job bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Andrew Olson, Will Donnelly, Henry and Brogno, Ben White-Shoeless, and the great Damian Andrew overseeing this entire operation. We still have 15 minutes of play when we return between Darien and Staples on the DAF Media Network. We're back on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. 15 minutes up on the scoreboard. Darien will start us off in the fourth quarter. In a game that Darien took the early lead and has not looked back. Ashley Stockdale scoring 2.5 minutes in, and then Blake Wilkes added in the second quarter. Benoit sends the aerial ball all the way down to Nahone, Isabel Nahone. And off to Hamilton University to play field hockey. Or Hamilton College, my apologies. Quick restart. Here's Emma Nahone. Transitions it to Fidalgo. Fidalgo, a member of the under-16 national team. So a young talent for Staples, as we've been mentioning all broadcast. Braden Schenk with you, Kari Johns as well. Bringing you the action between the Wreckers and the Blue Wave here on this Tuesday afternoon from Ginny Parker Field. Savino will restart it. Darien in their road blue jerseys moving from left to right on your screen. Darien, or Staples in their home whites moving from right to left. In the corner with it, that's Massey. Nahone loses it for a second, but the whistle will keep it with the Wave off of her foot. It's a game that Staples has had opportunities in, 9 penalty corners. They just have not been able to convert on any. Nahone. Keeping it now with this Wrecker. Sends this one to Fidalgo in the attacking 25. Pickpocketed by Johns. Wreckers keeping the offensive pressure on. Nahone passes it over to Fidalgo. Strange. Charlotta had a goal against Richfield on Thursday where the Wreckers took down the Tigers 2-1 here at Ginny Parker. That was their 4th win on the season. As for Darien, they went to Tiger Hollow and took down the Tigers 3-0. It was a part of their goal streak, which spanned 33 goals before they gave up their first to the Guilford Grizzlies on Saturday. And as for Darien, this is their 4th game on a 5-game road stretch. They will go to Brian McMahon later this week before next week returning to the DHS Stadium to take on the undefeated Wilton Warriors in a rematch of what was last year's state semifinals. Charlotte Casaraghi and the Warriors got the best of the Blue Wave in the penalties, in the shootout rather. That was the last time they met. Penalty corner awarded to the Wreckers.
Let's go, Blue!
Still early in the season. A lot of conference matches left to be played. But both teams having some good early footing in the FCAC standings. As for the Wreckers, they will go to Fairfield Ward later this week and then host Brian McMahon to cap off this week and cap off the month of September. Strange with the insert. Finds the top over to Nahone. Nahone sets this one up to Larrett. Larrett misses on it, sends a shot, and stopped by Darby. The rebound once again stopped by Darby. Larrett's going to try a 3rd time and also denied by Darby. Lindsay Darby, 9 saves on the match. And she has been a brick wall protecting the cage for Darien. Strange will try again on the Wreckers' 10th penalty corner of the afternoon. Emma Nahone on the top, Larrett to her left, Osgen to her right. Nahone right back to Larrett. Larrett with the shot through some traffic, and Darby will come out, kick it away. Rebound here, this one sets in front of the net, and it's unable to go in. An opportunity for the Wreckers. Strange had a wide open net, the one-timer, and she can't finish. Those are the opportunities that the Wreckers are going to look back on and shake their heads, especially trailing 2-0. Savino had to play on it. If you're the Wreckers, you need some offense, and you need it quick. 10 minutes. 45 seconds left in regulation. The only meeting between these two teams and a storied rivalry. They have met in 5 championships from 2017 to 2019, 3 states and 2 FCAC titles. So this might not be the end of this season between Darien and Staples. Azil dribbles with it, gets it over to Nahone. far side with that stroke from Roschen. Caroline Roschen really anchors this Rutgers defense. 2 whistles on it. We'll see a stoppage of the clock. Timeout taken by head coach Mo Minikis and Darien. And they're going to talk some things over in their huddle, up 2-0. So Darien calls a timeout. 10:07 left in the fourth quarter. You are watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Our production crew this afternoon, all student volunteers of Darien High School, we thank them for coming up. And coming up to Staples High School on this Tuesday afternoon, Andrew Olson, Will Donnelly, Henry Imbrogno, Ben White-Chulis, and Damian Andrew overseeing this entire operation. We're going to step aside with the Darien timeout, and when we return, the final 10 minutes and 7 seconds of the Darien Blue Wave and Staples Wreckers in this FCIAC field hockey clash. Teams trot back out on the field after the Darien timeout. Will be Darien ball late in the fourth quarter. Here from Ginny Parker Field on the campus of Staples High School. Ashley Stockdale with the restart. She'll get it over to Raina Johns. Johns, a big one downfield, was looking for Kate Bach. Cleared out by Azil. Benoit with the restart. Quick one from Casey. She had a goal in the team's win against Richfield last Monday. Good maneuver by Ryan Hapgood. Hapgood again, the Dartmouth commit for lacrosse. And now Tyler Osgen coming up the near side with it. Tyler had 2 goals against Norwalk earlier this season. And now here's Staples, Francine Stevens. Push called on Darien. Ball will stay with the Wreckers and Charlotta Strange. Strange, an all-FCIAC honorable mention a year ago. Over into Hone. Hone sends it into the circle, off a deflection. The ball is knocked loose, and they're going to call it off the foot of Massey and award the Wreckers with the penalty corner. The ball was lost for a second. Morgan Massey hits off her foot. And we'll be going for the Wrecker penalty corner. Charlotta Strange inserts it up top to Nahone. Nahone off to the side to Fidalgo. Stopped by Raina John. She puts her body on the line and will hit off of Raina. So the Wreckers will be awarded another penalty corner. Number 12 for Staples on the penalty corners. So again, they've had their fair share of opportunities, but this Darien defense has really inserted themselves, shown their dominance in this one. Insert from Strange, right off to Nahone. Nahone with the stroke, and just high of the net. She was going to that backhanded sweep shot. But again, Darien's defense will prevail. Darien will get the restart. A little under 8 minutes left to play. Substitution for the Wave. They will bring Hope Hapgood on. She'll replace her sister, Ryan Hapgood. That's number 11 for 19. Hope, just a sophomore. Had a nice year on JV last year. Called up for the state tournament. And she'll see some time really in the future for head coach Mo Minikis. Here's Emma Larrett with the restart. Intercepted by Johns. Stockdale using the speed, gets it over to Hope Hapgood. Hapgood was looking to send it into some traffic, and Nahone off of her foot. Staples trying to claim they had the ball as Benoit will send the aerial ball. Dangerous lift of the stick called on Hapgood. Now Strange over to Nahone, push called on Stockdale. Here's Tyla Osgen. Whistle does not stop her progress, so she'll keep going. Osgen tries to send it down to Fidalgo. Intercepted by Stockdale. Time's running out for the Wreckers if they want to try to come back in this one. Here's now Strange. That's actually Larrett, my apologies. Returning varsity player Emma Larrett draws the whistle and draws the penalty corner for Staples. Charlotta Strange lines up to insert. She's got Nahone, Larrett, Osgen, and Co on the circle. Insert from Strange, finds Nahone. Over to Osgen, sends this one off the back of her, off the end of her stick rather. Raina Johns intercepts it. So not a great shot from Osgen. They're gonna swing and a miss, call it on Raina. Trying to fight her way through, and will is Emma Nahone, and award the Wreckers another penalty corner. Of course, one of the big differences between the high school and college field hockey games on these penalty corners, the stoppage of the clock compared to high school where it keeps on ticking. Here's Strange with the insert. Finds it to the top to Nahone. Nahone, backhanded sweep shot up high, stopped by Darby. And the whistle called on the Wreckers, turning it over to the Blue Wave, but a nice save by Lindsay Darby. Darby 10 saves on the match compared to Ninos' 4. Raina Johns will restart for the Wave. Keeping it on the ground. This quarter's really been played in the Staples attacking 25. Darien not much offense, but they don't need much. Up 2 goals to none. Nahone will get it over to Cooper. Caroline Cooper, the junior, all FCAC honorable mention a year ago. She's not even restarting it. It's actually Roschin, my apologies. Intercepted by Stockdale. Stockdale down to Wilkes. Wilkes takes it into the attacking 25. Blake Wilkes, the shot on net. Alpha deflection, and Hapgood. Stopped by Ninos. That one is through, and Hope Hapgood scores. The sophomore for Darien gives them the 3-0 advantage. Hope Hapgood off the ricochet. Swung and missed on the first attempt, but the second time went through the 5-hole of Alexia Ninos. And Darien goes up 3-0 with their first score in the second half. A big defining goal for Darien right there. Now up 3-0 with only 4 minutes 17 seconds left to play. For Darien, only their 4th goal they have scored, or the 4th goal they have scored in the 4th quarters this season. Definitely their least productive quarter, but a big one from Hope. Her first varsity goal. If I have it correct, clock will stop, and we're going to see a yellow card awarded to Emma Nahone. So Nahone will be done for the remainder of this match, and Darien will go a player up. And that's something, if you're head coach Ian Tapsell, you don't want to see, down chasing 3 goals and seeing your senior captain off the field for the next 5. Hope Hapgood. Short little chip pass over to Stockdale. That one out, stopped by Ninos. The ball is loose. The shot there and past Hapgood. She was looking at another to her name. A good attempt by Wilkes, good centering pass. But Alexia Ninos makes the 6th save for her on the afternoon. Here's Catherine Azil. Azil, the junior. Turning varsity player for the Wreckers. Knocked down by Stockdale. Darien will keep on the offense. Stockdale dribbling with it off of the foot of Azil. Darien will get a penalty corner, their first in a while. 3 minutes left on the clock. Darien with a 3-0 lead. Goals from Ashley Stockdale, Blake Wilkes, and Hope Hapgood is where we stand. And then a stellar performance from Morgan Massey in the defense and Lindsay Darby with 10 saves for Darien. Of course, the JV team's getting ready. They'll play after here at Parker Field. For us at DAF Media, this is all we have this varsity game as Stockdale will insert it to Wilkes. Wilkes, the shot on net, and off of some traffic, might have hit off Bach. And that one will go out of play past the end line. Again, a very storied rivalry. They've met in numerous championships, most recently the 2019 state championship, in which the Wreckers won 4-2. Swing and a miss from Nahone. She'll try to retreat it past her teammate in Azil. And that clock will continue to tick away as Darien will restart it in the attacking 25. As for Darien, they only have a couple more road games left on the schedule, 4 to be exact. They've played most of them to this point. They go to Brian McMahon on Tuesday, then they got to go to Trumbull, New Canaan, and Greenwich in October. And the rest of the games will be played at the Darien High School Stadium Field. So some big ones left on the schedule for Darien, but at least they get to play them in the friendly confines of the Stadium Field at Darien High School. This one over to Cooper. Cooper off of Stockdale, recovered by the Wreckers. Of course, the wind's still going as Johns will intercept it. Shoots it all the way down to Wilkes. Blake Wilkes on the far sideline, using the room and the speed. Wilkes on the ground, finds his way over to Hope Hapgood. Hapgood will maneuver her way out of it, try to stay with it. And the whistle will be called, hitting off of Hope's foot. And a minute left for the Wreckers. They're still chasing 3 goals in this one. Nahone. Reina with the interception. She is tripped up. And looks like both players tripped up now. Referee's going to tell them to calm down. Possession staying with the Wave. Reina a little slow to get up. She seems to be okay. Yeah, there's 30 seconds left in this one. Johns will send the aerial ball. Will be knocked down by Roshan, but it gets past Roshan, and now Blake Wilkes will take it in the circle. Wilkes, the Cornell commit, will draw the penalty corner for Darien. And again, the clock might run out, but they would still play the penalty corner through. So Darien will get the penalty corner. Stockdale will insert it for the Wave. Again, and they will call it on that one. So that will do it from Parker Field. The Darien Blue Wave come away victorious 3-0 in this one over the Staples Wreckers. Goals from Ashley Stockdale, Blake Wilkes, and the third from Hope Hapgood is where Darien got their goals. And again, Lindsay Darby, 10 saves in net, a stellar performance. Staples, they will drop to 4-2 on the season. Darien keeping the perfect season alive at 6-0. So a hard-fought match here at Parker Field on the campus of Staples High School. I'm going to give one final shout-out to our DAF Media production crew, Andrew Olson, Will Donnelly, Henry Imbrogno, Ben White-Chulis, and our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. So for all of them, Kari Johns, my color commentator. Again, Darien, your winners 2-0. Saying so long from Parker Field, I've been Braden Shank, and this has been a production of the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. We'll see you next time.